This evening on Nationwide, a touch of gracious living as we look at some aspects of the Georgian period in Ireland. We peruse the pages of a cookbook from the time and prepare some authentic Georgian fare. We examine the styles and the restrictive qualities of the corsets worn by the ladies and the resurgence of interest in said garments. And we take you on a guided tour of a gracious Georgian house in Dublin. You're welcome to Nationwide, and this evening we're coming to you from the very elegant interiors of number 10 Lower Ormond Quay in Dublin. The house was built in 1745 by a man called John Rochford, and he went on to be the first Earl of Belvedere. That's Belvedere outside Mullingar in County Westmeath. And can you tell you something for nothing? I could be very happy here. Isn't that lovely? Well, those are just some of the lovely Georgian features here at number 10. Now, the owner is John Lynch. John, it's a beautiful house. How did you come by it?
I bought the house, Mary, about 15 years ago. I came in to buy a piece of furniture and started talking to the owner's son. It was an antique showrooms and owned by the Kenyon family. They were trying to sell it at the time. And the only interested party was a developer who wanted permission to demolish from the front to the rear.
And have you restored? Was there much work to be done?
Well, structurally, the Kenyons had restored it in the mid-80s, but decoratively I did all the restoration on it.
And there are some very nice Georgian features here. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, the Georgian features in this house, Mary, are simple. They're known as Palladian, so the cornicing and the architraves are all very simple, unlike the Rococo or the Adams style, which were much more ornate.
Which room is this?
This would have been traditionally the dining room of the house.
And there are some nice dining room features with those hoods for the plates.
For the cloches, for the food, yes. They're probably 19th century, but they would have been used in the 18th century as well.
The candles, now, are they a Georgian feature?
Well, they would be a Georgian feature, but we'd light approximately 400 candles in the house when we're having a function here. So if you're having a wedding here, it's lit by 400 candles. So there's a wonderful atmosphere in the house. Candles create a lovely feel.
Another hall.
The inner hall.
And what a beautiful piece of furniture. It looks very French.
No, that is an Irish piece. It would have been made by Italian craftsmen. A lot of Italian craftsmen, Mary, came over here in the mid-18th century. We were the second city of the empire, so there was huge demand for object arts and fireplaces and tables like this, made by two brothers called the Delvici brothers, and it would have been made about 1790.
Gosh.
Okay, Mary, this is the grand salon, and this would have been used for pre-dinner drinks and post-dinner drinks, as it is today, really.
Lovely cool colours.
Lovely cool colours, dark colours, because it's a north-facing room, but again lit by a lot of candles. You know.
Fabulous chandelier.
Well, that's chandelier was an interesting find for me. It's a Baccarat chandelier, and it was made about 1770. Very rare, very, very rare. I believe there's only 5 of them from that period.
This table here wouldn't fit in any ordinary house, John.
No, it wouldn't. This table was actually bought with the house. There's a pair of them, Mary. And they would have been made around the 1790s, in a period when grandeur, party and entertaining. And that's why I bought the house, to relaunch it as a party house, to create it back into what it was.
John, you're obviously a very enthusiastic collector of beautiful things, antiques.
Thank you, Mary. I've always had an interest. I suppose at an early age, as a college student, I used to wander around the lanes in Galway. I went to college in Galway, and I'd pick up little pieces like a spoon for a few pounds, as it was then.
There are very nice suggestions about the activities in the different rooms, and as you say, it's lovely to have it living again and breathing.
Well, when we have a party here, Mary, the house, believe me, lives, breathes. There's great laughter and great fun.